Well, this is a spherical craft bigger than the moon, right next to the moon, and it was recorded by Apollo 13. This is incredible. I mean, this is just incredible. Well, that's not the only thing. It's just one in a series of images that we just cannot understand. I mean, it's hard to swallow this reality. It's just very difficult to think that something that big is hanging around. We've seen it in picture from the Soho solar satellite. But to see it from a picture, that's the number of the picture. AS 13-61-8865. I mean, this is just really hard to believe that we are incredible, that we are denied this truth. We just, I mean, I'm out of words to this. It's Apollo 13, official NASA caption. It reads, what the hell does it read? And it's surrounded by a bunch of other objects that are enormous, but they're like farther away. I mean, and look, there is the structures around space. The space structures are all over around that thing. I mean, NASA is never gonna tell us anything about anything. It's just mind-blowing. But that is not the one picture that I want to show you. This is like just the tip of the iceberg. This one is even more dramatic. Look at that. That spherical deal is next to Earth now. Just like the one I saw in several pictures on the Apollo image catalog. And now this is the view from the space station. Now this is not 1970. This is 2000. 2005, I believe, because the space station is still being, it only has the main body. Just look at that. I mean, that is really hard to swallow. But that's not the only problem. The problem, it becomes even bigger. Well, the problem, no, the incredible situation is that this enormous structure is right behind that sphere. And it has windows or bays, I don't know how to call it. It's just, it's so big that it don't fit in the picture. Let me see if I can get a better angle of the... I did a drawing of what the structure looked like from the crispy image I get from the monitor, but I had to brighten up the image to get the structure that is behind that sphere or saucer. I believe it's a spherical deal, but it has a structure like buildings, or I mean enormous. Just think about that thing is bigger than the moon, and it's right there. I mean, then this structure in space. This one was captured by Leonard Wilson, the same guy that captured all those immense objects parked in different parts of the constellation around the solar system, and they're synchronized with the solar system rotation. What made me think is that they are projecting a holographic image of what space looks like to us, but it's what they want us to see. Just look at that. That is one enormous structure. If you can see it from 2 light years away, because that's as far as it is, or even further than that. I mean, it's just, this is just wow, man. Incredible. It's just hard to swallow. That thing looks like a freaking cow, but it has a reptile face on this side. And it appeared to be parked on top of some kind of building or structure. It looked like a building. You can see way down all the layers or levels, and you can see all these structures. Like this is another reality. So somehow there is a glitch in their holographic projection, because you can see that reality where they're projecting the same thing as that video where that guy recorded these clouds. I found out that there were no clouds. That was a structure all around the place. It was a holographic projection. And he has so many glitches. I was able to see every part of what really is there. There were no clouds. And he keep talking about this cloud, the mothership was gonna come down and blah, blah, blah. He never saw that the creatures were all around him, and that hill didn't have any bushes or any, it was all fake. Well, this is at a larger scale. This is what space is being projected to us. But this is a glitch, and somehow Leonard Wilson was able to capture this with his telescope and a camera attached to it. Something simple. Imagine what the big telescope are seeing out there, the Hubble and all of that, and we don't know nothing about. That is sad, man. That is severely sad. Look, this is what Dr. Berggruen say, that this object 80 times bigger than Earth was parked on the sun's surface, and sure enough, I found it in 1999 on the Soho stereo images. There it is. It has a sphere on one side and the structure. So apparently this is the object that is parked in the picture that is showing, that I just showed. It looks almost like a piston. You know, this is the round part of the piston, and this is the other part attached to the top of the piston. So think about what we're looking at is a holographic projection. We're not seeing the reality. This entity have been manipulating us from day one. This is the sun, and that is the object, which Dr. Bergeron said the date that he saw, and sure enough, that's what I found in 1999, December. I look at the stereo images, and sure enough, the object was there like he said it would be. And just think about that object and this. I mean, this is just mind-blowing. And this is the same object. Because the other part, look, the other part is right there. It's right behind that thing. And then this is the object in deep space. Way out there, and I don't know if it's in Vega or the Orion constellation, one of those. But all those big deep objects, those are as big or bigger than the sun. To be able to see them from so far away, they have to be super massive. This thing right here. I mean, wow, man, this is just amazing. Then you compare this deal here with this one that this guy captured in Indonesia. Look at that. It looks exactly like the one I recorded with my camera in December the 24th. So let's compare that one with the one that I have, the one that I recorded. Then this one here it was recorded by some astronomer. This is enormous. This is even bigger. It looked like a freaking tank, a gas tank. Look at the size, it's bigger than Saturn. This object is bigger than Saturn, way bigger than Saturn. I mean, this is massive. And it has a reptile faces on the surface, on the skin of the surface of the object, and it is just like Ron Stewart said, the inventor of the APEP, Advanced Photo Extraction Process. He said that this entity plaster the put pictographic images of themselves in the skin of the craft. It's like to advertise that they are, you know, who they say they are. They are this race, and so, you know, don't make a mistake and fire upon us or whatever. That's a way to communicate what race is manning the craft. So then we got this other. This is the one I captured in December. Look at the size, look at the, oh, this is massive. This is only the protruding part that I captured at first. Check it out. Just like the one in Indonesia, but you can see that there is even bigger parts of it. Look, you can see the structures. This is only like the protruding brightest part of it. So this might be the same object that is in the first